How's it going, lads? Philpotto here, and welcome to the 15th episode of Road to a Better Bollocks FC. And finally, football is back. Jesus, I was so excited. Actually, I was so excited, my bum cheeks were tingling. Oh my god, once I started this commentary, I knew some bullshit was going to come out. But anyway, we come up against a Russian league team, and he's got a lot of pace up front with Doumbia and Eto'o. And what a great way to start this episode off with a bit of
sweaty time.
With a bit of sweaty time is right, Martin Tyler. Unfortunately, we got 1-0 down early, and your man was actually all over me in the first half. He had a lot of great chances, but I decided not to show them just to make me look better, because that's the main aim in this series. No, I'm only messing there. But seriously, it took me a while to get used to your man's style of play, and once I did, I was all over him. He was making a lot of good chances, but we could not break the deadlock, and it was just a bit frustrating. Lovely bit of skill there from Ben Arfa, and Boccani nearly scored a nice little header. And look, in the 90th minute we get through, and it looks like a promising little move here. I pull it back to Dejagire, and Akinfeev makes a cracking save. Oh god, I'm a poet, lads. I'm a poet, and I didn't even know that I was one of them. See, I used that joke. Oh fuck. Anyway, so I kind of said, lads, don't worry about the loss. We'll just continue on, and we'll be able to do it. It's our first loss with this squad altogether, so I didn't mind too much. But anyway, we come up against a nice looking Brazilian team. He's got kind of a strong black spine, if you know what I mean, an in-form spine to the team. But Cheetah is the dog's bollocks, and I love this guy. You'll see in this episode how good he is, and I'm not calling that a sweaty goal. That's a really well worth kind of goal. Cheetah was like muscular, and Mbakani with a simple finish. But look at this, holy mother of Jesus! Wellington scored from the most ridiculous angle I've ever seen. He's so accurate, he could shit through the eye of a needle, that guy. But anyway, we nearly scored a nice enough goal there with Majangi Bia, but it was a cracking save from Cavalieri. But look at this beautiful bit of work here from Mbakani and Cheetah up front again. Lovely little partnership they got going on. Delighted to score that, absolutely delighted. Now here we go. Mojangi Bia finally gets his first goal for the club. I was absolutely delighted when he scored this, because this is his first goal. It's probably his 5th or 6th game for the club, and you're kind of going, come on man, get your fucking act together. But thanks be to Jesus he did. And look at this from Ojija Ofoe, nearly scored a screamer as well. But we get a nice little win after the loss, so we're kind of back on track, and that is the main thing. We have 3 games to go, and we need to win 2 and draw 1 to win Division 1. So that's the kind of situation we're at. Now, I have to rest Ben Arfa and put Obertan in again. Now, I actually found Obertan in my back garden the other day, so just have a little look at this, lads. You French bollocks. Jesus, sorry, Overtad. Fuck. Oh my god, lads, you have no idea how mental I felt doing that. I've got neighbours in all directions, you know what I mean, behind me, to the sides of me, just everywhere, and I was throwing a potato at a wall, calling it a French bollocks. And what was I doing? I don't even have a problem with Obertan. He's actually pretty good in FIFA as well. But anyway, Mujangi Bia, what a goal. This is a guy who couldn't score in his first 5 games for us or something, and he scores an absolute screamer against Casillas. So I was delighted to see that. And look at this goal from Cheetah. Holy mother of God, that was an acrobatic effort. He is the dog's bollocks. Hiya! That's all I could imagine him doing, Now, some people are saying that, here, man, he is rubbish. He can't score ever. He couldn't score to save his life. He couldn't score in a barrel of fannies. But I disagree. The man is being absolutely class for me. Now, Boccani. Now, is kind of associated with delicious. And there is a delicious little dink over the keeper. I love that goal. People know, if you know me at this stage, the little dink over the keeper is my favourite type of goal to score. Now, unfortunately, I thought Obertan could scoopy chip, but he can't.
Sweaty time.
So a bit of sweaty time. It's actually the first time sweaty time has ever been for me. So I apologise for that. Now, this is just a great goal. It kind of makes up for that dirty little goal I scored a second ago. That flick from Mbakani was absolutely class, and Marwan does their business. And I decided to chip it just in case your man slid and, blocked it or whatever. There's a lovely little save from Szczesny there. Now, before I continue, I just want to say that we me and a few of the subscribers, played some pro clubs the other day. I will have the highlights, or you could call them lowlights. We didn't really score any spectacular goals, but I'm going to throw kind of the best bits together, and I'll upload that in the next day or two. So stay tuned for that. If I will be doing more, basically, that's all I want to say. Anyway, we were up against this Bundesliga team. Now, this is one of the first few times I've played a Bundesliga team without SV, and my mind was absolutely blown. And Dijagere here is the dog's bollocks. Him in centre attacking mid, he's always in the right position, and he nearly scored there. Unfortunately, he didn't. Now, this was a super save from Adler. Who was it? Kabul, I think, nearly scored a nice little volley. And like I was just saying, Dijagere is always in the pocket in behind the two strikers, and a nice little assist there for Syriac. So I was delighted to get off the mark. And look at this guy's bullshit goal. It's absolute rubbish. It was bobbling all over the shop, and it just lovely fell for him just beautifully. So, pure luck, no skill involved in that at all. Piss off, you bollocks. No, this guy was a decent enough opponent, but it was kind of like once I got that second goal there, it kind of killed the game off. It was in the 71st minute, and your man must have gone a bit attacking at that stage, because I found it easier to break him down. And a lovely little ball there from Chite through to Syriac. 3-1 up, 80th minute. So this means that we need 1 point to win Division 1. So tomorrow, what I will do, if you would like anyway, is do a face cam to see if I can win Division 1. How exciting is that? So you let me know if you'd like to see that. We're on a much better run now. So that's it for today's episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. And if you have, don't forget to leave a like. That makes me splooge all over myself. So yeah, anyway, enjoy the rest of your day, lads, and have a good one. I can't wait to use him more. He looks like he has the potential to be a proper monster for Bollocks FC. So he'll become a true black bollock. But anyway, here's our